West Virginia University Extension Office, and I am with the Family Nutrition Program. That is my title.
Wow.
I am an outreach, I am an adult nutrition outreach instructor. And there's a couple things we're going to be doing today. And so you can ask any question that you want to ask. And if I do not know the answer, I'll fake it. No. If I do not know the answer, I will definitely ask, someone and get back with you. What I do is I teach nutrition education to families. I help them budget. I help them search out a good recipe if they are like, let's just say somebody was a really bad diabetic and they just wanted to say, Blenda, you have a recipe to lower the carbs? Yes, I really do. Now, a couple things that I'm pulling out, don't be afraid. The only things that's going to help us. What we're going to do today is we're going to cook the recipe first. While it's in the oven, then we can talk more about the fat. We can talk more about the sugar and sodas. Because we really need to talk about certain things. Are there any questions while I'm gone? If there's any questions, please just raise your hand.
Can I click this on you?
Okay. Thank you. We good? Can you hear me? Okay. Can they hear me? Hopefully they can hear me. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to make an enchilada casserole. Quick and easy. Very quick, very easy. Now, whenever I give you the recipe, there are going to be some things that you're going to, could you take a pen and pass it around? There's going to be some things that I'm going to ask you to take a recipe, please. And you can keep the pens. That's why I gave them to you all. Take a pen and keep it. It's for you all. The pens are for you all. There are certain things on the recipe that I'm going to ask you all to rewrite for me. There's a reason for that, and I'm going to tell you all. Just take the enchilada casserole.
This one.
Let me see the black bean. I'm going to give you all the black bean brownie casserole later on.
Oh.
There's lots of black bean brownie. Oh, welcome home. Welcome home to my world. We are doing black bean brownies. I'm not here today, but whenever we have a class, we have black bean brownies. Has anyone ever had black bean brownies before?
I don't even know what they are.
Welcome to my world. It is a brownie that just is made with black beans and I don't put any eggs or anything in mine. And I'll show you how. Man, I wish you all we had an actual class. My classes run from 6 to 12 weeks. It's a free class. And you actually come to my office or wherever you all are available, I can come and we can actually have a class, and it's free, and it's a nutrition class where you all eat fantastic meals and you learn a whole lot. But in my classes, we also are going to exercise, and we're going to exercise because these right here will make you sweat. I know. You're looking at me like, Belinda, why? You think this is going to make me sweat? Oh, yes, it will. Stick with me. You're going to sweat. You think this is going to make you sweat?
If you say so, yes.
That is fantastic. Huh? Here's
Is that what it's for, to keep the hair out of your...
Oh, no. It's worse than that.
Oh, worse?
Yes, ma'am. It's worse than that. So let's look at the enchilada casserole, okay? Let's look at that. Now, it says, with your pen, it says, 1 28-ounce of green chili enchilada sauce. Well, we're not using the enchilada sauce. We are using the salsa verde. We're using the salsa verde sauce. Now that I'm looking, and she's gotten those big pans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I have got the big pans to put the little.
Okay, did you get the little ones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo!
how many ounces is that?
This ounce is 16 ounce.
16.
Here's what's happening. Here's what's happening. We're making, what I want to do is I want to make all of it together,
Okay.
and so they can dull it out. Yeah. So here's what's happening. When you make this whole thing can go in your casserole dish. Whenever you make it a casserole dish. If you're making it single, like I do, because I eat single for myself, I always make 2. I always make 2. Why would I make 2? And I'm single and by myself.
Because you're having a party.
No, because I think that maybe someday my prince will come on a white horse and sit there and I can feed him this. No. What happens is, the reason why I make 2 is I freeze it.
You make 2 big ones?
No, ma'am. I make 2 small ones.
What do you call small?
2 servings have these little.
Yes. Let me show you what I make.
Yeah, that's a neat one. Oh, that little
Yes,
thing?
ma'am.
Oh, so that's number 2?
Huh? That will make one from, can I see this, please? For a diabetic, a half of this would be 1 serving. That would be for me. So what I do is I make 2 of them. And what happens is, when I go to eat, I just half this up. And I have it with a salad. Anytime you all are with me and we have classes, there will be a salad. Make half of your plate vegetables. Half of your plate should always be vegetables. No matter what you do, no matter where you're at, if you're with, and a lot of people don't even like vegetables. How many of you all love vegetables? Love, 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 love.
I can say love, but not that many loves.
Like,
One love. Just one
like love. Like, what about if I made roasted Brussels sprouts, asparagus, parsnips, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, tomatillos. If I what's wrong?
We eat roasted vegetables every day.
Yeah.
You love it?
Well, I was mainly thinking it's about how you cook it.
Right.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. What I do, is anybody a vegetarian? Okay, what I do with my vegetables, all of those fantastic vegetables, with my Brussels sprouts, I cut them in half and I put them in the pot. My asparagus tips that I keep, they sit like right there they don't go in yet. Asparagus tips do not go in yet. Everything, all the root vegetables go in the pot. And then I cover it with chicken broth. And I boil them a little bit just so they can get the flavor of the chicken broth and especially the Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts has a tendency to say, I'm going to take over the whole recipe. And I tell the Brussels sprouts, no, you're not. I'm going to take over the whole recipe. So what happens is I put them just to boil them for like maybe 5 minutes, just so they can bloom and open up. And then once I get them to where I want them, I take them, drain off the chicken broth, and then put them in a bowl, add olive oil, butter, garlic, all of my beautiful seasonings, which are not sodium based. They are like a Mrs. Dash or something like that. And then I put them in the oven on 400, maybe 500, and I just roast those. Baby, welcome home. They're really good, and we need to try that. Then I can understand how many people love Brussels sprouts.
When they're roasted.
Yeah.
When they're roasted,
I like the baby.
I don't eat
Brussels sprouts
vegetables.
better than the regular.
You need to sit down.
what's wrong? What's wrong? What happened? What happened? You okay?
I mean, I'm here.
Did you get to season your food?
You, no, okay, like, if I gave you some seasoned vegetables that are seasoned the way I do it, it'll be okay. You're like, I'm getting used to it. Because a lot of people that are in my class, whenever they see Brussels sprouts, I had 6 men in my class, and I was getting ready to roast Brussels sprouts. The man told his wife to tell me. No, big mistake. The man told his wife to tell me that I don't tell that girl I don't like vegetables. Well, that didn't go over well because she was like, excuse me, my husband told me, your husband can speak for himself in my class because you are not his speaking post. I'm Belinda. Hello, sir. From now on, you speak with me. I will not listen to nothing your wife has to say because this is my class and there's only one queen and the queen allows you to speak. So he was like, I don't like Brussels sprouts. And I said, it's okay. You're still going to eat them anyway. And I kept on going. And he looked at his wife and said, well, nobody has ever talked to me that way. And I said, well, maybe they should. And he became my favorite student. He became one of my best pals. He ate the Brussels sprouts and came up for another bowl. He now eats quinoa. He now eats couscous. He now eats farro. They're all grains that I introduced. I told him you need to eat. Does anybody like grains or anything? I would like to know what people like whole grains like farro, couscous, quinoa. Quinoa. How do you do your quinoa? Have you ever had quinoa?
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, quinoa is the whole grain, and we can use it as a protein. And it is fantastic. I love quinoa. And it is like, in case, like whenever you have a vegetables, you can put the quinoa in as your protein. Don't worry. We're going to have you sitting there eating vegetables like crazy.
Never gonna happen.
So red.
Really?
I eat like
Make them taste like
roasted
chicken.
asparagus.
She'll,
That's about it.
she'll get there.
Have you ever had broccoli with hot pepper cheese on it?
It does not sound
It
good.
is, no.
She doesn't like hot pepper. She doesn't like spicy stuff.
Who?
She likes cheese.
I'm
Okay,
not-
get
Who doesn't like spicy?
her. She doesn't like cheese. She likes cheese.
It
I have a high
depends.
bar.
Oh,
What are you talking about? Spice stuff.
this
I like basically seasoned
Is that
salt.
spice?
I put that
This
in.
has, oh,
Mild.
it's mild. It's not hot.
So we want to get the mild.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're not going to do hot for you all. I would do ghost peppers, but I understand that we won't I will never do that to you all. I want you all to stay here in the class. I want you all to live with me, not roll over. So this is mild.
I'll just take you home and help me breathe when I can't breathe.
Yeah, that
Because
you
that's
know.
what happens. I have this much space.
Oh,
to
Lord.
breathe.
I'm just saying, pepper jack cheese, spicy cheese on a vegetable does not sound good.
Yes, it is.
Well,
It's
it
good.
sounds good to me.
It's going to be good to her.
I hope.
Don't worry, she'll be okay. She's gonna come. She's gonna be on my side one day. I feel it in my soul.
Very stubborn.
So am I. Welcome home to both of us. I'm like, could you just try it? You're like, no, Blend. I'm like, just a little piece. You're like, no, Blend. I'm like, half a piece.
Carly would try it. Get it together.
Maybe. So what we're going to do is we are going to put this whole thing together. You know, we're just going to mix it all together. And then you all are going to, quick and easy, you're going to layer as we go through this. You're going to put a little bit of the mix down. Then you're going to add a little bit of the, I'm going to go get this. I love the carb balance. I love carb balance. We need to do our carbs, and I always work with these. Because in my bag, it's over there, I'll show you. I love the carb balance because we really need to try to keep the carbs down a lot because we're eating beans and we're having rice. Whew, we're having a lot of stuff going on, okay? So here we go. So we're going to use carb balance. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of the mixture, a little carb balance, a little bit of the mixture down. And we're only going to do one of these. One, whatever goes in here. You don't need 2. You don't need 3. Because you're having all those beans, you're having all those rice, you're having the cheese, you're having the salsa, you're having all of that. Okay? Questions? I need all the questions. No questions?
You want to do a bowl per table, maybe?
Yes. So what I need you all to do is I need you all to wash your hands.
A bowl per pair.
Wash your hands. Everybody take one of these. Need you to wash your hands.
Should we get to the bathrooms or the kitchen?
Whatever, the kitchen, wherever. Because you're going to be touching the food. Oh, there's a baby.
Yeah, you want to do maybe a bowl per pair. How's that? Does that sound good?
You got lots.
Yeah, both prepare. So what you're going to do now is you're going to wash your hands. Thank you. Thank you. The reason why people are washing their hands is because we have to keep safety first, bacteria first, and bacteria last. Bacteria very last, sorry. We have to understand that whenever you're looking at something or what's going on, you want to know what's going on with that? What's in there? Hello? Hello, you want to know hi. You want to know what's going on in there?
Increases the fiber. That makes sense.
The
I was
what?
curious about what made this quite balanced.
Did you see?
Yeah, it looks like it increased fiber.
Yes, it increases when you take something out. You have to put something in. So whenever they did the carb balance, let me show you. I think I'm going to see what I have, okay? I'm going to see what I have. Which one did I throw in here? No, we're going to share this. So, because it's over like at what time, 10:30? Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It wasn't your fault. It's okay.
Okay, we're going to half this. You take half over there, and they'll take half over here. Okay? So we won't have to cook it, the rice or anything, okay? It won't take, no, this won't take long at all. This is already cooked, ready to go. So since there's only 2 of you all and you're making one of those, only take a little bit to put in your bowl. And I'll come around and put it in your bowl. For now, what you'll do is you'll take the corn, you'll take the beans, you'll take the, she opened up all these. Okay. I want everybody to come and take a corn for each table. Yes, ma'am. Take a corn. Okay, that table. You already got one, and you already got one, and you have one like that, and you have black bean, and you have a black bean, and you'll have that bean.
We only have
This-
one light.
This is a red bean.
Different beans.
Oh, red
Pinto
bean.
bean.
Light
Pinto
bean,
bean.
red bean.
Pinto bean. Yes. Yes. I love beans, so you'll understand that I have to have beans every time. Why do we have beans? For what? For fiber. And it's a protein, and it's a good protein, it's a good fiber. So what we're going to do is, since it's 2 of these beautiful ladies here, salsa verde, and I'm going to get a salsa. You all can sit down. I'm going to come around, and I'm also going to put some of this salsa, thick salsa. I'm going to bring,
Just dump it all right now.
start dumping.
Is that the salsa verde?
Ma'am,
Is that the salsa verde you were talking about?
this is thick, chunky
What
salsa.
does this replace? Is it on?
Yes, ma'am, start pouring.
Just put it all in.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, what did you ask,
What is
ma'am?
that on there?
This is enchilada sauce, but we changed it with salsa verde,
Yeah.
and also add on these recipes. Okay, tell me. I never want you to be confused. Okay,
She said put them all in one.
put them all in one.
Do we mix them up?
In a minute, you're going to mix everything up. Okay? Yeah. Well, here's what we're going to do with the salsa verde. Okay? You're going to add what's going to happen is you all are going to have a lot left over, so you all can take some of it home in a baggie. You can take some of it home in a baggie, and that's the fantastic part of it. And let me tell you why. Your salsa verde goes in. Salsa verde. Do you have your salsa? I'll get it for you. And I'll here's a spoon. I'll get you your spoon. Ma'am,
Jar goes in there.
you're going to take some home to prepare it another time.
That salsa, we put the whole
Here-
thing in there.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're going to take some home. You're going to take some home.
Dude, was I supposed to dump the whole thing?
Yes, just go ahead because you're going to be able to take some home. Okay?
No.
Good, we're on track.
Yeah, and now, yeah, you're on track. Here's the,
Worst case, I'll eat it with chips.
yes, here's the thing. The reason, you made me so happy. Here's what's happening. Here's what's
The
happening.
whole jar.
Yes, because you're going to take some home.
Is the point to make it all and then take it home and freeze it?
Ah, I love you all. Yes, here's the thing.
Smell it.
Can you smell it?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. It gets better. Wait a minute. It gets better. I'm going to give you a little bit of this. This is a little bit of salsa.
I thought we
I'm-
put that in there.
No, this is red salsa. Just a little bit.
There will be more rice in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Here's a little bit of red salsa.
Thank you.
Now, the reason why,
He likes that kind of food.
the reason why what I'm doing, your wife is probably having a fit right now. She's like, why all this? Here's the reason why. You see everything that you all have there. The people who live by themselves. It is a prep. This is a prepping thing that you prep with. You can actually freeze this until later on.
Smell it on
And you can, and now, one thing that I do add is I do add garlic.
Yay! Christy loves garlic.
You can throw some garlic in your, do you like garlic?
You like garlic?
it. I had it gone.
Here you
Want me to
go.
garlic it up?
Let's work, this is my refrigerator / just in case that I put, ice packs and things like that in here that I keep with me. So there's garlic and there's black pepper. I usually use Mrs. Dash.
Mrs. Dash.
I have Mrs. Dash everything. And if we ever have a class, you'll see we'll do it again. Now, you all were probably saying, Belinda, that's a lot. This is a lot. It's a lot. Here's what I do.
Oh, thank you.
I use it as a dip. Everybody calm down. I use it as a dip. Guess what I do?
Because it ain't
I
gonna
brown ground beef. What your husband is going to do, he's going to brown the ground beef. He's going to
Take all this stuff.
mix that in there, and he's going to add the cheese and put it in the oven and bake it. Baby, you need to bake it. Don't eat it like that.
No, yeah, I would just eat it.
Huh?
I would just eat it like this.
I know you would.
I think I'm prude.
Look, he's like, honey, I'm just eating it like this. Somebody give me the chips. That is fantastic to do.
Oh, it's over
What do you need?
there. The red salt.
I added it
Mild or is that spicy?
mild. Everything's mild. Everything's mild, nothing spicy.
Okay.
I promise.
You do. You came with the right idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody likes spicy. Nobody likes spicy but me. And so since I know me and myself is a ghost pepper person, spicy where I can't breathe, that's going to go on the spray for their things.
It opens up your.
Yeah, is that the spray? Spray your pants. Oh, then they need these. Here's a cutting
You want
board.
me to throw this trash away?
Here's a cutting board.
I'll probably bring
Here's a cutting board. Here's a cutting board. These cutting boards are for you all.
Oh, those are pretty.
No, not that one. That one. That probably got in
We
the,
have to cut something now.
huh?
We have to cut up something.
Mm-hmm. Well, how do these,
For anything.
cutting board. These cutting boards are for you all. Now, you see these right here? Can we get Can we get, yeah, everybody gets one because you're going to take it home. You're going to take it home.
I know.
Yeah, okay. These, can we get like butter knives in the thing? She's going to get a butter knife, and I'm going to do the cheese. You're going to add a little bit of cheese in each of yours, or a lot. Here's what's going to happen, ladies. Well, you're not going to put it all in there. You're not going to add all this cheese in there.
Stopped up for a week.
Thank you.
They need it.
I like that much cheese.
Would you eat that much cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, spray your pan.
Oh, spray up there.
Yes, ma'am. Spray your pan. So she gave you a knife. She gave you a knife. What I would like to do after you all spray your pan, then you all can cut your tortilla to fit. Here's your tortilla to fit your pan.
No, not oil.
Okay? Is everybody okay? Cut it to fit the pan, and even if you all want to do 2 layers, you can.
Just the bottom or the side?
Just sides, yes, ma'am. You don't want it to yes, ma'am. Here, give it here.
Just the bottom.
No, ma'am.
Oh, both.
Yeah. I need you to spray both. The reason why, we don't want it to stick to the pan.
All right.
Did you spray yours? Okay, here we go. Might look like it's not. It won't stick, because if you do it, it'll stick to the pan. Okay? Here, you can pour some out right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, is everybody okay? So first of all, put your salsa down. The first thing you do is put your salsa down. Put your salsa down, the first thing you do. Put your salsa in your pan first.
You think we should do 2 layers or?
This is
You can,
also-
yeah. That's your salsa.
We fill it up to the top?
No, ma'am, you just put it down to cover the bottom. Put it down to cover the bottom first. Just a little bit on the bottom, okay? Just a little bit on the bottom, and then you're going to add your cheese,
Wait, tortilla first or beans first?
your beans first.
Okay.
Then you're going to add your cheeses.
Which cheese would you like to try? Okay.
Here's your cheese right here. You all can open it up. This is so crazy. I've never taught a class like this. It's usually in my kitchen.
Small or cheese?
I've taught small ones, but
How much cheese?
according to your love.
I love
How much
it.
cheese you like?
There you go.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Then you're going to add the cheese. Good job, ladies. And then you're going to add your tortilla shell right here. Put your tortillas. Cut it. Cut your tortilla.
Boy, I'm really into cheese.
Oh, you love your cheese.
I do.
Oh,
When do we add the rest of the stuff?
well, okay, here's, no, I want you to add,
I did it, well,
I want you to put a little bit more of that in there.
this,
Yes, ma'am, and then I want you to cut your tortilla.
but I haven't put the other cheese on.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, put your cheese. Add your tortilla. Here's your tortillas right
I
here.
haven't cut them that though.
We take a whole one.
No, ma'am, you cut it to fit the size.
And then on top of the cheese? Tortilla?
Put it there. And then add some more salsa.
It's just a layer.
Yeah, you're supposed to layer it. Layer it like lasagna. Cut it.
Does it matter which?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Wait, we didn't do the rice. Everybody wait. We didn't do the rice. Here's the rice right here. Where's my rice? Oh, right here. We didn't do the rice, and we're going to do the rice. It's so quick and easy. Here I come.
Cut it this shape like
Yes, ma'am. Any way you want to. Here's your,
the way you want.
yes, ma'am. Here's your rice.
As long as it covers the top.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. As long as it covers the top, Once it covers the top, you're going to add your beans and just a tiny bit more cheese. We're going to put them in here. Oh, we're going to put them in here. Make sure you know which one is yours. Add a little bit of salsa on top. Add the cheese. We're done.
We put more of this in here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wherever we got the cheese.
You really don't. You don't add no more cheese.
Yeah, I
Do
don't
I
want
need
to
to add more cheese? I covered it.
Huh?
Well, you take that off, don't you?
I thought she said.
Is that the last thing we
I
put
thought it
on,
was
just like this?
Here's put that on there. Put that on there like you as that. Now cut, so it can fit all the way in. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
now you want me to lay this on here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I
Push
need
it
you.
down.
Yes, and I need you to add your salsa on top of that.
All of it.
Yes, ma'am. Not all of it, just enough to cover that.
Now this one has rice with it,
Yes, ma'am.
more on top.
Yes, ma'am.
It's sort of like lasagna.
Yes, ma'am. Make sure it's all covered. Then just a little bit, just a very little bit of cheese, and then put it in here. Make sure. Okay, they're gonna. You know what they're gonna do with the rice? They're gonna keep it to make a big one right over there. We're not going to make a mistake and not use that. We're going to make sure that it's going to go in the bowl. Not for you. You had enough cheese.
Yeah.
Do I need more
I'm
cheese?
got my layer in the middle.
You
Put
have
another one on top?
no.
Oh, no.
No,
Just
ma'am.
like that.
I need
Yes,
more
ma'am.
cheese.
If you want, do you want more cheese? If you like cheese,
Yeah, I could sprinkle
a very little bit, very little bit. Make sure that you know. Make sure you know which ones are yours, so she can put it in the. Oh,
I'm gonna make it ham.
Don't judge me. Look.
she's such a bad influence on people. Okay,
Can we write initials on them with your pen or
Can
something?
we
Or
do
maybe a marker?
cheesy initials?
I'm gonna make it ham with
I'm
my
gonna put cheese initials on it.
make sure you know which ones are yours, because she's going to put them in.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, you got your thing sticking up? Okay,
Can we put this on top?
do whatever you want to. This is your little red wagon. I don't, but you can. They did here.
This is my red wagon, and this is,
Now, okay,
we put this in.
yes, ma'am, I'll take it.
Mine is a little fancy.
Okay, yours a little fancy. Okay. Okay,
Oh, my God, we got a lot of stuff left over.
you do. Here's what's happening. You have stuff left over. Are we all correct?
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to, huh?
Okay, well, we're just talking.
Here's what's happening.
Okay.
You have enough to make another one. You could take it with you and make another one. There was supposed to be like 10, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6. There was supposed to be 10 people.
Yeah.
But everybody didn't show up. So that's why we have leftovers.
So I'm gonna put this in the oven, but can someone set a timer because my phone is.
Okay, set a timer.
I got it.
We're doing it like 10,
10 minutes?
10 to 15.
Yeah, I'll do 15.
Do 15, please, 15. Okay?
Could you fix this and leave that sauce out? Somebody that can't have the sauce. Just do the corn and the beans and all that. And
You could do the corns and the beans, the beans, but you'll need to use the beans, some sauce in it to make it,
What kind would you recommend it would be? Nothing, no spices.
I would use just a mild tomato sauce, not a spaghetti sauce, tomato, or get tomatoes. You know, the little, there's a baby. I forgot about the baby, it's so quiet. You know the tomatoes that have, how about you want to make another one?
Little grape
With that.
tomatoes.
What do you want to do with that?
That's okay. We can just wait till then.
Okay, here's what's happening. You know you're going to need a sauce to make everything, to make everything go together.
Yeah.
If you just had just the beans and the corn,
I
and
know.
it won't do anything. It'll make it very, very, very dry because the beans suck up everything. They suck the life out of everything.
Okay, just
So
mild tomato.
you would do a mild, you know, those tomatoes that are like squashed or cubed or crushed.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You would do a nice crushed tomato, And for you, I would do a little bit of thyme, a little bit of oregano on there.
Put baked basil in there.
Yes, you know,
Basil.
fresh basil,
Oh,
and
I know.
I have fresh basil.
It's just-
Basil, a little bit of thyme, you can make it like that. You know, you can go the Italian way. We went the Mexican way with the spices. Yes, ma'am.
And I put basil, ground beef.
I do a cauliflower crust.
I've tried that and I didn't like it.
Huh? Well, did you season the cauliflower
No,
crust?
I bought it already made.
Oh, no. The reason why,
I
ladies,
don't want to get you off of that.
no, it's okay. The reason why we do, like, if I show you, you know, these shells right here, these right here that you have, he said, you know, Belinda, I can just eat this, and you can just eat this. Here's the fun part. Here is the fun part. Are you ready? You can add some ground beef cooked. You're going to cook the ground beef. Cook it. Add cheese in it. He's probably saying that's too much. Add some cheese in it and throw it in the oven and bake it. Now, you're going to say, well, what do I use for chips? I'm going to go to the store and get some chips. No, I make my chips with these. I cut these in like chip sizes. And then what I do is I put it in a bowl. I add some olive oil and some garlic, and I bake them in the oven. Okay. Now, what I do is, here's the thing. You see, you have these left over, and you're like, what am I going to do? I cut these and chips also, and I put lime on them. I sprinkle them with lime and a little bit of, I don't use a lot of salt, but a little bit of salt, and then it can be an excellent dip. I'm telling you, you all have a dip right there in front of you. You can add chicken. My son Troy eats it with chicken. Okay? He says, Mom, could you do chicken? Travis and Troy's wife will have sausage, chicken, and ground beef in theirs.
Chorizo.
Yeah, chorizo would be good.
I'm totally
So this would also, whenever you all take with you, it can also act as a dip. And since singly, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just prepping to bring the hot pan out.
Okay. Singly, whenever we're single, I always make two. The reason why, whenever I come home and I'm tired, and I'm like, I'm not doing this no more, I'm tired, I pull it out. Now, with this, it honestly and truly stays. I wish we could bake these so you can like actually like know how it's excellent. Baked, these chips, whenever they bake up, they are excellent.
How long and like what temperature?
Do I have the recipe? I will,
You can send it to me.
I will send you the recipe. It is, we cut them up, olive oil, garlic. If you want lemon in them, I usually put lime in mine. Lemon and lime and garlic, and you bake them, and you can have a chip forever. Now, whenever I do this, I also make the honey cinnamon chips. You know how whenever you're craving for something, I make these as chips. It's the honey cinnamon chips.
So always keep tortilla.
I always keep these. I always keep these. Yes, well, yeah, I call them, the flour tortillas. Yes, ma'am. I use the whole grain too. I use the whole grain. Okay? Questions? I'm almost done. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm trying to hurry up with you all. So, as you all are finishing up, are there any questions about, would you make the this mix? Would you add ground beef or chicken in it, or would you just eat it the way it is?
I mean, we have shredded chicken in the house.
Would definitely eat it.
It's really just an extra step between me and eating chips and dip.
But it's a good step. Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's similar to a cowboy caviar.
I do make cowboy caviar.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't think I've ever added the salsa verde, which is smart. I like that.
The salsa verde brings it up a notch, so you won't have to add a lot of sodium. So it still has sodium in it. Salsa verde, Anything in a jar, anything in a can, anything in a bottle, anything in a pan that you get out the refrigerator, that you get out the store, that you get out the freezer, that you get off the shelves, it's always going to have sodium in it, because sodium does what? It preserves. Okay? So we try to lessen the sodium. Questions? And the good thing what you did, thank you, she poured off all of that water off of it. So, so you helped us. Okay, real quick, while those are cooking, let's talk. We shut off the sodium. She poured it off. She poured off the water, so we lessened the sodium. Huh?
There is a lot of water.
Here's what I do. You see that salsa verde like that? What I do is I make sure that this, sometimes you see this bowl right here? I put it in a sieve and I let all the water come out of it. Okay? I strain it. Even with all of this, I strain it. Now, you know how some people eat their, sour cream? I don't. I make my sour cream with cottage cheese. Now, I know I didn't like, did you see? I didn't like cottage cheese. But what I did, I took my Ninja, put the cottage cheese in there, and added all of my spices and mixed it up to where it was nice and creamy.
I've done that. No, I've done that actually. And,
Yes.
And dipped like club crackers in it.
No, you missed me.
No, okay.
You were doing good until you went to the club crackers.
It's a snack that my friend, she needed a lot of protein,
Well, she can eat the protein.
but she was using it as a dip instead of
We
the
can
meat
do
on
that.
meal.
But the club crackers is what? High end.
Sodium. Yeah, no, I understand. But ignore that part.
Okay, I'll ignore it.
The point was,
So the point was, we also make pudding out of cottage cheese. And ladies and gentlemen, it's smooth because we're going to use the Ninja. If you look at me,
Someone make it
the Ninja Creamy.
what's wrong, honey?
It's the texture is.
No.
You put it in
We're
the
going to
Ninja
put it in the
Creamy.
Ninja.
in the blender.
We're going to,
No.
yeah.
And then
We're going to put it in the Ninja and make it really, really smooth and creamy. Oh my goodness, ma'am.
What are you holding in your arm?
Oh, I'm holding baby. This is 5 pounds of fat. This is 5 pounds of fat. And I want everybody just to look. Actually, you know how people say, oh, I gained a pound.
Yeah.
Well, baby, this is 5 pounds. And by eating like overly carbs and by eating, which is my favorite, potato chips, Grandma Utz, barbecued. Let's give ourselves a moment. That is my downfall. Grandma Utz barbecued potato chips in the brown bag. Don't. So this is 5 pounds. And I always show people what 5 pounds actually looks like. 5 pounds because I keep it there. There's a reason. There's a reason. So people can actually say, oh, it's okay if I gained a pound. It's okay if it's needed. But if you maintain by a good exercise and eating healthy, we do not say diet. We never say diet. We don't believe in diets. We believe in eating healthy. I just want you to eat healthy. I don't want anybody to say, I'm on a diet. What does diet have in it? Die? And then you turn into it. Diet. I just say we're going to change our ways and eat healthy from now on. Okay? Now, another thing I want you all to know, I'm going to just put sports drink and soda. I have all these, and whenever we finish, you all can look at them. Just to let you know that sometimes Mountain Dew, I'll say Mountain Dew, that soda that is, West Virginia has what mountains? and there is dew on the mountains. I covered that up real quick. It has 19.25 teaspoons of sugar in it, in a bottle. Just so you'll know. And I'll show you that real quick. Whenever we finish, you all can look through this. Another thing, while those are cooking, everybody I have them. I have the thing so you can look at. What? Teaspoons.
19.25 teaspoons?
Teaspoons, yes, ma'am. So what I want you all to know, whenever you go to the place that used to have a clown, that restaurant that used to have a clown, and you go and get the sweet tea.
That's where I go.
Oh, yes.
This-
He was half sugar.
Sweet tea has 17 teaspoons of sugar in the large. Don't turn it over. Don't turn this over. Everybody just don't turn it over. Okay, now, tell me your favorite candy bar. Don't turn it over. Tell me your favorite candy bar. Reese's. Hershey's. Reese's. What's your favorite candy bar? Snickers. Twix. What's your favorite candy bar?
Oh, I like a fast break, but that's not.
Fast break's not on it. What's your favorite candy
It's
bar?
not good for
Wait.
you. Candy bar.
Oh, candy bar. Oh, Kit Kats.
Kit Kats. Okay, now, who here runs a marathon? Who here walks a marathon? No? Nobody? Okay, you all told me your favorite candy bar. See, I don't know if fast break is on there, but turn it over. See how many steps you have to take for your candy bar. And then you'll tell me. How many steps do you have to take?
For one candy bar?
Yeah, for one candy bar. How many steps? Who would like to go first?
8,891 steps for Twix.
For a Twix. How many steps you have to take for a Snickers?
6,800.
And how much for yours?
6,891.
68.90. Whoa! How much for your?
6,938.
How much for your candy bar?
Well, it depends. There's
Okay.
a regular Hershey, and this one is the Hershey
Go.
pot of gold.
No, you don't. Which one do you eat? You don't use the part of. We don't have the Party Gold candy bar here.
Well, that's what that says.
Well, what's the other
Oh,
Hershey's?
the other one, okay, we're talking about 14,063 steps. That's a lot of steps.
How much for yours?
I'm confused because it says 222 cups up from it. And it says 6,938 steps.
Yeah,
I don't know what the
6,900.
cups mean.
No, we're just going to do the steps.
Okay, just the steps.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
We're just doing the steps. We're just doing the steps. So this, during your steps, it's 15, right? We're doing 15, right?
Yeah, 47.
And I'm coming to check just to see where we're at. It should be bubbling. If it's not bubbling, we keep them in.
Actually, your peppermint patty, which I like, maybe I should go back to that. It's only 4,600.
But can I ask the question? How many of you all are actually going to walk those many steps?
You doubt it, I know.
You do?
Trend right now.
But I eat other things too, so that's.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
No, my average is 12.
Okay, real quick, since we're waiting, do they have fast breaks on there?
No, but the whatchamacallit's close. It's got
Yes.
like 8K.
He's got the baby, so
Hey, that's pretty for Halloween.
okay. Whoever has a scarf, we're going to go back here. Go back there.
Oh, man. Go with this.
Let's go back here. I'll take this.
Who would you rather be with, mommy or daddy?
Okay. You see these scarves that you have? Okay, you see these scarves? Well, okay, did you take them out?
Forget to turn the oven on?
Yeah, the oven's on. They're not bubbling, but I mean, the cheese is melted. You want to just look at them?
Just for like 5 more minutes. Keep them in for 5 more minutes. Okay. Here's this. You see this right here? This can make you sweat. This can make you exercise your body. The only thing you have to do is, while you're here, Whenever I say go, you hold it up, and then you're supposed to keep this up. And whenever I say change your hands, you change your arm to this one. You change your arm. Whenever I say slow, you go slow. Whenever I say fast, you go fast, just like this. Keep it up. Whenever I say both hands, you just go like this. But you got to keep it up. Whenever I say march, you're going to march like that. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Both hands. Push. Push them up. Push it up. March. 1, 2, 3. March. One hand. One hand. Faster. Keep it up in the air. Keep it up in the air. March. Did you march? Did you march? Next hand. Next arm. Keep it up. March. March. Now bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. March. March. Okay, we're going higher, 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 higher. One hand. March, 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 march. Up, up, up. Next hand. Low, low, low. 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 Low, higher, 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 higher. March, march. One hand, one hand, one hand, one hand, one hand. Stop. How you feel?
Well,
It's a lot.
so far so good.
It's a lot. Wasn't it a lot?
Yeah, it is.
And it's only done with the scarf.
Yeah.
And you do this for 20 minutes. You have done your exercise in your house.
Eat that Twix bar.
Yeah, no, you cannot eat the Twix bar. That Twix bar,
There's always one.
there's always one. So you can have your Twix bar, half of it. Half of it.
40 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Turn on some music.
So what do you all think about this little exercise?
That's pretty neat.
Isn't it pretty neat?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You can do it at your house. If you want to keep the scarves, you can, but you got to promise that you'll exercise. If you're not going to promise that you'll exercise, you have to give the scarf back.
Do we have to do them every day or every time we eat a candy bar?
You have to eat it every day. You have to do it every day. Yes,
Every
ma'am.
day.
This is every day.
Okay.
This is every day. And you know what I do? While I'm watching, I don't watch TV a lot. I don't watch TV. While I'm listening to NPR or something like that, I'll listen to a whole section of NPR and I'm up there, doing this. I'm like, what? What did they say? What? Oh, what? Then I'm like, wait, and then after the news or whatever NPR goes off, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, what happened? I'm up here trying to fuss, but listen and exercise. So this is excellent and doing something. Okay? So let's go back up. Let's clean up. And
Do you still sing?
We never.
I still sing.
What do you sing?